Hey, how's it going? My name is Fred. In this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to you guys about what you can do today to qualify for a better rate when you want to go ahead and purchase a vehicle. Um, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you some tips and tricks of what I recommend people to do. First thing to do is if you have any type of credit cards, you want to go ahead and look at what the balances are compared to what the credit limit is. Basically, what you want to do is get this number as close to zero as possible. Preferably, you want to have it anywhere between 1 to 7% is what the balance should be compared to that credit limit. So how do you get this number figured out? Let's say, for instance, you have a $900 balance and the credit limit is $1,000. You would be at 90% utilization. So what we recommend is get the balance below $100, which is 10%. The best number to be at is anywhere between 1 to 7%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make quick videos like this periodically, so that way we can give you a little bit of tips and tricks about what you can do. What I recommend you do is go ahead and follow this information. You want to make sure that you go ahead and get those balances down, so that way you can get your scores up. They'll increase because 30% of your credit score is based on credit utilization. And that's what we're focusing on right now. Now, let's say you don't have any credit cards. So what are you going to do? What I recommend you do is follow the link below. I'll have a link in there for our credit building blueprint. And what this is basically it's a blueprint of how to go about getting a credit card. We recommend have a minimum of 3 credit cards and 1 installment loan to help with your credit mix, which is going to account for 10% of your score, as well as your utilization, which is another 30%. So right now, what we're working on is 40% of your FICO score. So by doing this can give you pretty much an instantaneous boost in your credit scores once your scores, once those accounts update to the credit report. And when they do, and only when they do, is when you want to go ahead and start looking. Now, what do I recommend as far as when you go to buy a car? I don't like going to a dealership and asking them to run my credit, and then they shotgun your credit report to all kinds of different companies, giving you a ton of inquiries. What I recommend you do is if you belong to a credit union, once you've done that first step as far as getting that utilization and your credit mix right, then and only then is when you want to go ahead and go to a credit union and ask them what they can do for you in regards to helping you purchase a vehicle. And usually what I do is I go to a company called Navy Federal Credit Union, and they'll go ahead and send me a check overnight so I can take that check and use that as my bargaining chip when I go to purchase a vehicle. And this is another thing I want to touch on. When you go and you say, let's say, for instance, you get to where you need to be and you take that check to the dealership, you don't want to let them know that you're going to be paying cash for the vehicle, because the check is basically paying cash, right? You're going to give them a check for the full amount of the vehicle. You'll make your payments to the bank, right? So you don't want to do that, because the banks, what the dealerships do is they sell your loan to a bank, and the bank is going to pay them, a percentage based on whatever the loan is. And so not only is the dealership making money off of you when you purchase the vehicle, when you purchase any type of upgrades, when you go to financing, but they're also going to sell your loan and they're going to make money off that as well. So what we want to do is we want to keep all of those extras to a bare minimum, right? So that's why I want to bring this video to you, just to kind of give you a little bit of tips and tricks about how you can go ahead and try to get your score increased, so that way you can get a better rate when you go buy a vehicle. If you found this information helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions in regards to these tactics that I talked about today, leave something in the comments so I can go ahead and answer that for you. I'll even do a video if we need to clarify a little bit more. So with that being said, we just want to thank you. If you have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments below. If you need to give me a call, shoot me a call. Phone number is direct to my line, 510-883-8203. Again, 510-883-8203. I just want to get the information to you guys. I know a lot of people want to purchase a vehicle, and right now with this chip shortage and prices being astronomical, we want to make sure that we're qualifying for the best rates possible. And these are two easy ways to go ahead and get your scores to increase. So at least you can get those interest rates down a little bit to help your monthly payment. That way, you take the money you would save on paying a higher interest rate, you take that money and pay down on your bills, pay down on your car payment, whatever the case may be. But this channel is about financing, budgeting, credit. So we're going to talk about these things so we can kind of get the information out to you. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit this end button. Have a good day.